Thanks, Nigel. I appreciate the pass-off. Hello, everyone. Hannah here. And here we are, week 2 of Service Online. It's kind of exciting, isn't it? We're changing things up. Well, kids, now's the part of the service where I get to talk to you. There's so many questions I wish I could ask you this morning. How is homeschooling going? Do you like it? How is being home with your siblings a lot? Are you being kind to them? How do you like being out of school? Do you love it? Do you hate it? I keep thinking to myself, I wish I was in school right now, just so I could enjoy not being in school right now. Earlier in our service, Stephen had asked you to grab 2 objects. Did you grab them? Because now's the time you need them. You were supposed to grab one object that smells really bad, like an old running shoe that has garlic inside of it. And one object that's really nice smelling, like my perfume bottle that I love. Do you have your objects? I want you to hold them up for me so I can see them. I'm looking for them. I'm seeing who has their objects. Let's see, who do I see there? Micah, you have yours. Good job. Let's see. Penny, that's you. Do you have your objects? Hold them up high. Lucas, is that you? Good job. And Geneva, good work, everyone. Adults out there, you're welcome to join in this too. If you have your objects, hold them up high. Well, like I mentioned, here are my objects. This is my tennis shoe. I just went for a run the other day, and then I did some yard work, and I stepped in mud. And I have a lot of deer that come through my property, and I won't even tell you sometimes the things they leave behind. And I figured, you know what? This is supposed to smell really bad, so I just grabbed some garlic too and threw it in there. What do you think? Should I take a good smell of it? Do you think it's going to smell nice? Or do you think it's going to smell nasty? Are you ready? Should I do this? Okay, I'm going to do it. That actually smelled really bad. What does yours smell like? Did you give it a big smell? Give it to your mom or dad. What do they think it smells like? Or your brother or sister? Did everyone smell it? Boy, I hope it smells better than mine. This is really disgusting. Okay, your other object is your good smelling thing. I got to clear out my nose. Whew. Now I want you to take a smell of that. Mine smells delicious. I just want to keep smelling it. I actually got to get that other smell out of my nose. Did you smell your object? I want you to pass it around. Mom and your dad, did they smell it? How about your brother and sisters? Do they smell it? The adults out there, please tell me you're doing this too. Whew, that is so much better. Well, our story today that Pastor Don is teaching on has to do with something that smells really good. So that's why I had you grab these objects. The story specifically is about a woman who had perfume that she used in a very special way. I'm going to read that story right now. If you would like to join in, feel free to grab your Bibles and open up to Matthew chapter 26, verses 6 through 13. That's Matthew chapter 26, verses 6 through 13. While Jesus was in Bethany, in the home of a man known as Simon the leper, a woman came to him with an alabaster jar of very expensive perfume, which she poured on his head as he was reclining at the table. When the disciples saw this, they were indignant. "Why this waste?" they asked. "This perfume could have been sold at a high price and the money given to the poor." Aware of this, Jesus said to them, "Why are you bothering this woman? She has done a very beautiful thing to me. The poor you will always have with you, but you will not always have me. When she poured this perfume on my body, she did it to prepare me for burial. I tell you the truth. Wherever this gospel is preached throughout the world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her. The thing about this story I love most is that Mary gave her all to Jesus. You see, this perfume bottle, or this is my perfume bottle, the perfume bottle she had was the most precious item she had. It was her most expensive item, the thing that she probably wanted to hold most close. Maybe she kept it secret in her house. Maybe it was the thing she rarely brought out. Maybe she'd look at it sometimes, just in awe that she even got to own it. But this was the item she decided to take and give 100% to Jesus. I wonder, what is an object in your house? Maybe you feel the same. Right now, a lot of people feel the same way about this object, toilet paper. Or kids, maybe your object is something more like this, a special toy, something that you just don't want to share. This is my object. This is my thing. But Mary decided to give her most precious thing to Jesus. She did not hold back. Here's the thing. When we take an object and we're selfish about it and we just call it mine and we don't want to share it, there's something that happens. We start to smell. Did you know that? We kind of start to smell like this old shoe. Oh, it is so nasty. It's the worst. It kind of makes us reek. And everyone else can kind of smell it too. It's mine. But when we take that thing that's most precious to us, we give it to Jesus 100%. We give it to others. We open up our hands and we say, you know what? It's yours, God. Use it as you will. Something marvelous happens. We start to smell, but we smell like this perfume. We have this aroma of kindness, of love, of beauty that everyone around us wants to smell too. It's Jesus, his love acting out through us, and it's marvelous. So kids, this week, my question for you is, what is your smell? What will be your aroma this week? Will you take that object of yours? Will you hold it close and not share it and start smelling like my old tennis shoe? Or will you be generous with it? Whatever your object is, adults, you too. How will you be generous with what God has given you? Finally, today we're not able to obviously meet in person, and we've been practicing something that we really should continue, and that is our blessing towards one another. Kids, when you normally leave for kids' worship, the adults usually, or have been saying recently, the Lord be with you, and you have been responding, and also with you. So we're going to do that virtually, and I am listening. I want to hear everybody participate. You hear that, adults? You too. So, at the count of 3, adults, you will say, the Lord be with you. Then, kids, at the count of 3, you will respond, and also with you. I want to hear you say it good. Ready? So, adults, here we go. 1, 2, 3. The Lord be with you. It was okay. Kids, your turn. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And also with you. I actually heard the kids. That was pretty good. Should we try it one more time? I want to hear all of you say it. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. The Lord be with you. That was good. Good job. Okay, kids, ready? 1, 2, 3. And also with you. Whoa, that was so loud. Good job. Okay, that's all I have for you. Now it's time to turn it over to Dawn.